They are one of the most successful bands of the 21st century. They have sold over 100 million albums worldwide. They are the 6th most awarded band in history, also with the 6th highest grossing tour of all time, with 3 of their albums in the top 50 for the highest selling albums in the UK. They became the first British band to debut at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. In despite of their popularity and impact, they have earned a reputation as polarising music icons. This is the brief history of Coldplay. Formed in London in 1996 and originally called Starfish, the band settled on the name Coldplay after it was suggested by friend and local student Tim Crompton, who was using the name for his former band. They are singer-songwriter Chris Martin, guitarist Johnny Buckland and bassist Guy Berryman. They first met at University College in London. And a year later, Will Champion joined as the band's drummer. The band recorded 2 independent EPs before getting signed to Parlophone Records. The contract was signed in 1999 outside in London in Trafalgar Square. Their debut album, Parachutes, was released in the year 2000. The hit single, Yellow, featured a very minimal video with Chris Martin just walking along the beach singing the song, and it was filmed at Studland Bay in Dorset. It was the 2nd single from the album following the release of Shiver here in the UK, but it was the lead single in the United States. At the time of recording this brief history vlogumentary, the official YouTube video for Yellow has notched up an impressive 745 million views. In 2003, Coldplay covered The Pretenders' 2,000 Miles.
It's very far.
It became the best-selling download of that year in the UK. Will Champion was temporarily kicked out of the band because they felt his abilities as a drummer were very limited and he was out of time. And it didn't help that the producer on the first album told him they weren't technically good enough. But Chris Martin realised the big mistake he made, that good music is about the feel of it and it doesn't have to be technically perfect. The band wasn't the same without Will. 3 days later, he had to grovel and convince Will to rejoin, which he only agreed if the singer drank large amounts of vodka and cranberry juice. Over the years, the band have turned down numerous endorsements from big brands like Coca-Cola, Gatorade and even Gap. They have been offered large amounts to use the song Yellow in commercials, but Chris Martin always refuses, saying they couldn't live with themselves if they let their songs be used like that. Their style of music is often compared to the likes of U2, R.E.M. and even a-ha. But Coldplay have explored many musical styles throughout their career, with their sound being considered alternative pop rock. 2008's release of Viva La Vida saw Coldplay further develop their style, drawing influences from Oriental, Hispanic, African and Middle Eastern sounds. Music of the Spheres was released in 2021. The band explored a more pop rock, spacey ambient type of sound. According to Chris Martin, the album was inspired by the Star Wars films. The album asked the question, what other artists could be like across the universe? Coldplay's radio-friendly music is like a musical earworm that you didn't even know was there. Even if you're not a fan of the band, you would know more of their songs than you actually think. This next artist has an amazing ability to entertain a stadium full of people with just his acoustic guitar and a loop pedal. And it's Ed Sheeran coming up in this next video.